Are you trying to pass your property and casualty insurance exam, but feel like you're re-drowning in definitions? Don't worry, I've got you. Let's break down the most important concepts from Chapter 1 in a way that actually makes sense. By the end of this video, you'll feel way more confident. First up, what even is risk? Simply put, risk is the uncertainty of a loss. Insurance is designed to help with this uncertainty, but only for a specific kind of risk. This brings us to speculative risk versus pure risk. Think of speculative risk like gambling at a casino. You could win or you could lose. Insurance doesn't cover that. It only covers pure risk, which is the chance of loss with absolutely no chance of gain. A car accident is a perfect example of pure risk. Next, let's talk about exposure. Exposure is just a measure of how susceptible you are to a loss. For an insurance company, the more homes they insure in a hurricane-prone area, the greater their exposure. Simple, right? Now, what causes the loss? That's a peril. A peril is the direct cause of a loss. Fire, wind, hail, theft, these are all perils. Fire burns down your house. The fire is the peril. Net brings us to the loss itself. A loss is the reduction in value of an asset. We have two types, direct and indirect. A direct loss is the physical damage. The burned-down house from our example is a direct loss. The indirect loss, or consequential loss, is what happens because of that direct loss. For instance, having to pay for a hotel while your house is being rebuilt, that's an indirect loss. Okay, let's move on to hazards. A hazard is anything that increases the chance of a peril occurring. There are three types you need to know. A physical hazard is something you can see or touch, like faulty wiring in a house that could start a fire. A moral hazard relates to a person's character. Someone intentionally burning down their own business to collect insurance money is an extreme example of a moral hazard. And finally, a morale hazard is about carelessness or indifference. Leaving your car unlocked with the keys in the ignition because you think, "Hey, I have insurance," is a classic morale hazard. So, with all these risks, perils, and hazards, how do we handle them? We have 5 main methods. Sharing, where a group of people pool their resources to cover losses. Transfer, which is the whole point of insurance. You transfer your risk to the insurance company. Avoidance, where you completely avoid the activity that creates the risk, like never buying a car to avoid car accidents. Retention, which is when you decide to handle the risk yourself, like paying for a small fender bender out of pocket instead of filing a claim. And finally, reduction, where you take steps to lessen the severity of a potential loss, like installing a sprinkler system to reduce fire damage. And that's it. You've just mastered the key definitions of Chapter 1. If this was helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos to help you ace your exam. Thanks for watching.